didn't have that same feeling to it where you were so restricted and you thought about food all day. It was just a list and you ate those foods and you just did your day around those foods. And it made it easy.
Hi, everybody. We wanted to introduce you to one of our amazing moms, Anne. And I always think of you because you have the best smile. So I always think like Anne with the best smile. Your smiles and your sweaty selfies always make literally, it's like a mirror thing. I always smile when I see them. So thank you.
Oh, I love hearing that.
All right. I would love for Anne to share her story and I'm going to let her talk. So if you can give everybody who's watching this just a quick intro, that would be awesome.
Sure. My name is Anne and I live on the East Coast. I live in Maryland. And I have two teenage boys. So that is full of its trials and tribulations. My husband is here with me. And then I have a dog, Goose, who has been my partner in my workouts during my journey.
So good. I love it. Where were you? If you can paint a picture, because again, a lot of moms that are going to be watching this video are probably going to relate to that person at that point in time. Where were you in life where you realized, hey, I need to make a change, or I want to make a change?
Well, so I started this journey on Memorial Day this summer. So I just finished my 16 weeks and I am now part of the I've extended to stay with Strong Moms. And well, I was 20 pounds heavier. I was, I didn't know how to eat. I didn't eat the right foods to give me the energy that I needed to get through my days. And, I had, sorry about Goose there. Making
perfect cameo.
And I, there was a lot of refocus that I had to do over the last 16 weeks and really just learning, really learning what was keeping me back. I probably was walking through life with a dark cloud a little bit, sort of focusing on the negatives and not focusing on my wins. And, that's sort of where I was. I work for a medical center and it was a really intense several years during COVID. I'm not a provider, but I work in proximity to providers. And it was hard. It was stressful. It was long hours. And then on top of that, there was financial issues and I had to let go some of my staff, which was really hard since I've been at my job for a long time. So I really just needed Strong Moms to help me reframe my vision into my day-to-day professional life, but also look at myself and sort of get myself back to baseline or even better than baseline. So that's sort of where I was with before, as I began Strong Moms, as I had my first interview with Holly Davis, and I really thought that this could help me.
Yeah. So give everybody, take us on a journey. So what have you been doing? How have you been feeling? What are some of your aha moments that kind of stick out?
Well, the first aha moment is really it's just the food, right? Looking at the list, the Holy Grail list, and learning how to eat things. And I repeat this all the time when I talk about the program, that you're eating things that don't need ingredients, but that are ingredients, right? And it's, I used to go out and get food and have cheese and sour cream and load it up. And, I've done other programs and I would always try to lose weight in programs, but still eat the foods. And what was so great about the list is that like, these are the foods you can eat. Don't starve, don't stuff. It wasn't like, I know that there's a part of the program where you do track your meals, but the whole program isn't that. And, you know, it sort of took pressure off of, it wasn't a, you know, it didn't have that same feeling to it where you were so restricted and you thought about food all day. It was just a list and you ate those foods and you just did your day around those foods. And it made it easy. And the other part is the workouts this is something that I tell my coach all the time. It's like, I mean, quite honestly, I don't even know what to watch on TV because there's so many options. Maybe I suffer from option paralysis sometimes. And what made me do the workouts was that I got an email every day with the prescribed workout, and I just did it. And then there was another one the next day. And yes, I could look ahead, and like, yes, I could look at my wins, my accomplishments. And yes, I could complain in the little chat box, like, oh my God, those brains burners were so hard, or that was really a mess. And my coach would comment on my comments, and she was right there with me throughout the whole thing. So just having that workout sent to me took the guesswork out of, I mean, I have a Peloton, right? And there's hundreds of classes that you can go and take on Peloton, but I can't choose. And the problem is I get into a class and then I'm like, oh, it's not really what so just having that sent to me every single day was really great. And really just knowing the foods and having that mindset of, eat foods that are ingredients and that don't need ingredients, and not having to track it by, every single moment of every single day. That made me food obsessed when I was doing other programs.
Yeah. First of all, I think every person we've ever talked to always brings up brains burners. Like someone's like, who did what to Brandon? Why is she so angry?
There's more. There's others that were challenging. I did one last night, the 9-minute ab arm thing. I was like, well, it was torture, but hey, I got through it.
Right. You did it. No, I love hearing this because how we intend for things to be used. At the end of the day, the list should make things easier because it just takes the guesswork out. Yeah. The emails for workouts make things easier. I love that you said that because it's true. There's actually been so many studies done, and the study I look at uses salt. If you go into a grocery store and there's 52 kinds of salt, you stay there for like 15 minutes going, I don't know. If there's 2 kinds of salt, you look and you go, I'll take that one. Or even one. You're like, yes, there's a salt, and you like grab it and leave. And it does take a lot of brain space. And that's the thing, right? As moms, like
there's other things that need my brain space, right? And so literally this program just helped me just like, don't take my brain space. I'm going to do it if I just can choose out of, or just prescribe the daily workout, right? Like I'm just going to follow it and do it. And I've had incredible results. I've lost a lot of weight. I've gained confidence in myself, and, it's been great. I don't want to miss the work, all the life coaching and the mental work that went into it too, was sort of for me, a cherry on top because, I knew I was carrying extra weight. I was coming in kind of sort of down in the dumps about myself, and just because my clothes weren't fitting, I was having to buy new clothes that I didn't want to buy. And the mental work and really like getting some clarity and learning how to plan, and knowing that, if you write down what you're going to do tomorrow and your goals for the day, you're going to get that done. I mean, I have this book now, one of the other strong moms. I mean, literally, it's just like planning has become a really big part of my life that has really helped me get through each day and feel good at the end. And at the bottom of each page of each day, I write down my wins now, and really celebrating those wins, not focusing on the negative. I mean, everybody in jobs have things that go wrong every day, but really focusing on those wins really helps my mindset and helps me get ready for the next day.
Yeah, and again, why we want moms to do the wins, especially at the end of the day, because you want to go into the next day with that momentum. There is science behind it. And I think it's incredible. And I love, that's also, you said one of our moms posted about that
Yeah,
book or
this book, I ordered it. She put the link in and I was like, I'd like that. So I just,
yes,
it's such a community of people who are trying to just get their arms around motherhood. I mean, motherhood is so hard. I mean, and it's so much more complex than I think any of us ever assumed it would be. We're like, yeah, we're gonna have babies, and then they're gonna be beautiful, and they're gonna grow up and be awesome. And like, oh my God, there's so much else involved in raising children, and we're all winging it. We're all winging it. Nobody knows how to do it perfectly.
There's no manual, and I love it because some moms will give us these ideas because people will ask our coaches questions, which they should. And then we'll say, can you also throw it in the group? Because we have a wealth of knowledge in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can get 60 answers, right? Of how they do it. And it doesn't mean you take all 60. It means, oh my gosh, oh, that's a great idea. Oh, that fits my life. The amount of times, even on our back end for our team meetings, we'll be like, oh, did you see, Missy's post about how she did this when she was, running through the airport? And it's so cool because it really is a community. And I love that you're getting little tips. And actually, I have some family in town right now. And we were talking about the importance of being surrounded by people who are trying to have similar mindsets, not the exact same, but reach for goals and the different creative ways we can come up with getting there. We're all so different. If you can collectively put that somewhere.
And I think that diversity of the group, and excuse this little sunbeam that's coming through my that diversity of life experiences and preferences actually makes our group better because, there are things that I never would have thought of that, it's really, I mean, the group is people who live on farms in Iowa to me who goes to an office in Washington, D.C., it's just such a collection of diverse women that are, the goal is to get up in the morning and kick ass and be awesome and be the best person that we can be.
And search for solutions, right? Like, and that's, I was telling my family yesterday, I was like, doesn't mean we don't have we have issues come up, but the awesome part about our group is when you go in the inner circle, you'll hear, I'm really struggling and here's what I'm doing. And it's like, and then when we all do go through those moments, we're like, okay, I've seen someone else work through it. It gives you that extra confidence. I don't know if you saw Jenna's post where it's like when you're the wind and, the community keeps you going. I don't know if you saw that one, but it's so true. It's the momentum that brings you along. So I get really excited when people really kind of feel that, because that's the whole goal. Actually, to be honest, and like someone messaged me yesterday and said, did you ever imagine that Strong Mom would be like this? Especially people are getting tattoos, and
I saw the tattoos.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome, right? You're like, I've created something that people are tattooing on their bodies.
It's the coolest. But like when I think of what Strong Mom looks like, and I think about, we started with pretty much a shirt, we started with a Strong Mom, Strong Fam shirt. And then I look at you and all the smiles and the sweaty selfies and the working and the weight lost, is incredible because you're not fully focused on losing weight.
Yeah.
That's not like the focus of our program. It's like an incredible byproduct / front product for some people. That's their goal. But then, like you said, there's so much more. And so I don't know. I think I love our community. I go in the inner circle all the time and I'm just like, I need to pick me up.
Well, and I think seeing people who are, so the sweaty selfies when people complete their workouts and they're, everybody's honest. Like, I didn't want to work out tonight and then I just did it. And here's my sweaty selfie. And like, that's motivating, right? Like there's days that I don't want to do the workouts, but it's 7:30, 8:00 at night. I'm like, I'm just going to go knock it out because everyone else is. And like, I'm just going to go do it. I don't post as many sweaty selfies I think I did before, but like at the beginning, but those are really motivating for me to see other people are they're knocking it out. So I can too. I look forward to some of the challenges in the group, the second phase of the group, because
Oh,
those are motivating for me. I know that I'll be a big participant in that.
yeah, it's so great. I'll be the first to say I adjust. Someone told me when you have kids, adjust we must. Like everything turns and twists and changes. And the Diamond Club and what we do is constantly evolving. What if you see what it was laid out as, we do nothing that I had planned for it, because it's molded to the group and what people are looking for. And the challenges have been huge. It's great for me. It's great for all of our coaches. It's great for all of our diamond moms. So it'll be fun. We'll get into some good challenges for sure.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, and it just gives you that little nugget, right? 1% better, do a little.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Getting comfy.
Yeah. I'm sorry that he's this light beam too. Right.
Well, I'll let you.
Very authentic.
No, this is great. Okay, I'll wrap it up. If someone were on the fence, and we do get a lot of questions, and we talk to a lot of moms per day, per week, per month, and they're very interested, but there's just something they're like unsure. We're on the internet. I say this all the time because it's true. If someone were on the fence, what would you let them know, or how would you speak to them?
And I have a lot of friends that are always asking. I mean, people walk up to me and like, "You look great. What are you doing?" And I talk about the program a lot. Part of it is that it is an investment in yourself, and I can't tell you how many gyms that I paid for years and like didn't go. It's enough of an investment that makes you stick to it. You're like, well, I mean, I'm paying for all this stuff, so I may as well do it. And once you've committed to doing it and learning how to eat better and learning how to be healthier and learning how to go through some of the life coaching steps, you really, I know I've seen the other videos and people are like, you feel great. But the rewards are just, beyond what you can imagine. And really it is an investment into yourself, because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years down the line, how to keep yourself healthy, how to think through challenges, and how to exercise. I mean, you're teaching us life skills so that we can be healthy and raise our families in a healthy way for years to come. So I think the fence is usually around, the investment into it, and really, having that investment into yourself and committing to it is part of what makes it so effective.
Yeah. It's when as you were saying that, I was thinking, I got to turn that off. I was thinking the word stick-to-itiveness, like that helps. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do it. And Dave and I, we hire our own coaches. We always have a coach. Yeah. For the same reason. I'm not, giving the coach money. I'm like, who can I have guide me
better? Right.
Yes.
Even coaches have coaches, right?
Oh, 100%. Yes. And that's
it's a whole world that I did not know existed before being a part of this. And really, I want to say one last thing about the curated podcasts are awesome. Right? Like I'd never find that stuff. Spotify, just like Netflix and Hulu, like there's so much in there. You're like, I don't even know what to listen to. But the fact that you guys have curated these really fantastic podcasts that are motivating and like spot on for like where we are in the program, and you just stick your headphones in and you listen to them while you're doing your workouts. It's like a whole world that I didn't know was even really in existence. And people are trying to make you realize how you can get better.
Yes. It's all about, I love that you appreciate them, because and again, we've switched and moved, and we're like, I think this would be better in module 3. And we're constantly moving it. One of our moms actually, who started with us originally, she's like, oh, this looks different. I'm like, yeah, we're going to evolve it always. If we see moms going through the program and we're like, that could actually be better moved up, or that could be better moved in the diamond. We're constantly evolving, and we're constantly upgrading it. And so I'm glad the podcasts are resonating at the right time, because we really have put a lot of, ooh, should we move it? Should we keep it? No, I think this is good. And then we ask people and we're like, okay. So I'm glad that it's hitting you.
Well, and I work for a medical school where everything is evidence-based and scientific. And you also, you've curated the podcast where it's based in science, right? Like you're not just throwing stuff out because you feel like it. It's stuff that's been studied. You've got professors from Yale and Harvard and all the top institutions. I mean, it's just stuff that I never would have looked at until I was in the program.
Yes,
It's great.
so
It's
awesome.
great. I keep going. I apologize, but
No, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Guys, and drop some diamonds. I know it's weird because right now we're going to play this later, but please drop some diamonds. Thank you for being an incredible part of our community. When I say I couldn't imagine what Strong Mom was going to build into, you guys, it like blows my mind every day. So thank you.
thank you. You've done incredible things for a lot of people. So thank you for creating this program and knowing that it was going to evolve, and it's really fantastic.